Hey guys, it's Sean, and I'm here today to talk about paralanguage with you guys. And for those of you that don't know, paralanguage is kind of a broad topic when it comes to nonverbal communication, but it's also very important because it entitles tone, volume, the speed at which people are talking, facial expressions, gestures. It incorporates all of that into one topic. And paralanguage is used in everyday communication and speeches as well. Um, it affects the way that words are interpreted depending on the message the speaker wants to portray. And along with this, I have a video that I'm going to attach below of the show First Take on ESPN. It's with Molly Karam Rose as the host, and she has Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith talking to other uh, players are debating topics in sports. And in this video, they are asking George Kittle about the Super Bowl and his take on his team, which is the San Francisco 49ers, and what he thinks about Jimmy Garoppolo, their quarterback. So after you watch this video, or after I watched this video, I noticed that Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, they were both kind of leading George Kittle to his point slowly and just asking him questions, trying to get his his point of view, because they don't know him very well, so they're just trying to kind of get a sense for what his thoughts are about his team in the Super Bowl, and like guiding him towards what they want him to talk about. They're talking very slowly, their volume is not very high, but then once they ask him the questions they want to ask, and once they start giving their opinions on the 49ers season last year, Stephen A. Smith starts giving out his opinions and his thoughts on the 49ers team. He starts delivering his message very loudly and very slowly, and that's him trying to take away from their perspective and just focus on him for a second and understand what he's saying. And he's making his point very loud and clear, literally loud and clear, by speaking slowly and loudly. And then on the other hand, George Kittle kind of gives his perspective, being on the team, being a part of the 49ers. He gives his perspective with straight facts. And he's delivering these facts very, not quietly, but not loudly. He's just giving them as they are, but he's speaking very fastly to show that he knows what he's talking about. And that's very important. Like when somebody speaks very quickly, usually it means that they have some sort of idea of what they're talking about, and this is what George Kittle's doing in this interview, where Stephen A. Smith, he's talking very slowly and loudly because it's an opinion, it's not fact-based, and that's very easy to see through paralanguage, and that's why paralanguage is such a big part of this video, and just regular communication and nonverbal communication. And although I said it incorporates facial expressions, gestures, speed and tone and volume, it also incorporates hesitation. And hesitation was a big part of Stephen A. Smith's his part of the video, because he would hesitate to make sure people understood his opinion, and then he'd give another opinion and then another opinion with a pause in between each one to let it kind of sink in with the viewers, with George Kittle and Max Kellerman, so they could understand where he was coming from. Gives them time to think about what they're saying and to kind of digest it in their minds. And with all these things coming together, this forms paralanguage, and this is why paralanguage is such a big part of nonverbal communication. Thank you.